Good morning. You might have caught in the title of today's session, it's Cocodona 250 Day. So we're about 38 minutes into the Cocodona 250 mile trail running race. And I couldn't be more excited. I'm kind of giddy. They're on the YouTube channel, Mountain Outpost. You can watch all week these incredible athletes race 250 miles. The coverage is going to be insane. Every athlete is going to be super interesting, but the two that I have had an impact on and been working with, Courtney DeWalter and Ryan Sandis, both from Team Solomon. Just super excited to see how they go and that we can watch them live on YouTube. So with that being said, let's get into a little bit of mobility for you and set your week off for a really great start. So thanks for joining. Let's start seated with your hands behind you. Feet are pretty wide. So if you're on a yoga mat, they're going to be almost outside the yoga mat. And we're just going to go nice and easy. Keeping in mind, guys, I can't help myself. Everything that we do are the things that I do with all of the incredible professional athletes that I work with. But there's not anything different. We're all human beings. Those guys just have a little bit of a different level of understanding and commitment and talent to be able to do endurance sports and get paid for it. So those of us that have day jobs, super important that we pay attention to these details of making sure our body is working really well. So not only the mechanics, but also the strength. So mobility is that conscious movement component that really makes sure that you have full control of everything, that your tool is your body in endurance sports. And that's why it's such an important component to pay attention to. Okay, so seated happy hips. We're going to just spend a little bit of time making sure that pelvis is in the correct position. So let's just lay on your back in that dead bug position. Take the heels of your hands to your knees, and that ensures that your femurs are completely perpendicular to the ground. And then activate lower abdomen to pull pubic bone to belly button. And we're just keeping that low level of muscle firing. So just low level. I don't want you feeling like you're doing crunches. You're just gently pulling pubic bone to belly button and flattening your low back. Hold that nice and strong. Let's take the arms out to the side. Easy heel taps. So when you do these taps, you don't want to lose the connection with the ground with your low back. So just nice, easy control of the hip flexor. Easy heel taps. Good and good. So that ensures that your femurs are moving independently of your pelvis and that you're not getting this rocking motion there. So let's stay laying down and we'll go into happy hips from this position. So just gently roll the knees to the side, decoupling the pelvis, right side pelvis, left side pelvis. There's two sides to that hip complex, the bony structures. There's a right ilium and a left ilium. So just nice and easy. And they connect at the pubic symphysis on the front and the sacroiliac joint on the back. So we need those joints to be mobile. So we have to take our time, nice and easy, knee rolls, keeping in mind that different kinds of challenges that we take on in endurance sports actually might shut those joints to the point where they're not moving as well. So let's take this right leg on top, left leg to the bottom. With your left arm, just grab that left leg and then pull the right knee back just a little bit, and we'll take that right arm up. So if I look straight down, my hip is open and my knee is right on the midline, and the right arm is up. So we're just going to work mobility by breathing. So we want the rib cage to expand here. So left knee and left hand are connected, and we're going to breathe. 2 big breaths. Good. Flop the knees to the other side. Right hand grabs right knee. Left knee straight down and out. Left arm is up. We open up the side body here. Nice lateral line opening. We got 2 big breaths. Expand the rib cage, 360 degrees. Here we go. Good, let's take it to the other side. Nice big reach, 2 big breaths. And one more, other side. So we just toggle the knees to the left. Right hand grabs the right knee. Left knee is straight out. Left arm is straight up, creating as much space as we can between the ribs and the hips. Nice big inhale. And good. All right, let's grab your foam roller. Mine's over here a little bit. Hang on. Gotta grab it. Foam roller. We're going to use the foam roller to release the adductors, inner thigh muscles. Okay? Laying on the left side, right knee up at the hip. And we're just going to work down by the knee. That first third of the femur. Femur is the big bone that comes right out of the hip. Oh, hi, Jackson. Nice and easy. Let's keep that foot parallel. And then let's take it up into the middle of the femur. You can unweight your body here if you need to. Adductors tend to get a little bit tight. We want to make sure that we keep them nice and not spicy. So when you get on your foam roller and you work through the adductors, you should feel maybe a dull ache, but not anything that's zingy. Okay? I'm a little zingy on that side. And if that happens, first line, hydrate. When tissue is stressed, it might be zingy or present as spicy, as I like to say sometimes. And we definitely want and need that tissue to be hydrated. So mobility helps that tissue open up a little bit. Hi, Jax, come here. You're in the way. We're working through the adductor. Jackson doesn't understand. Good. Come here, buddy. Come here. There you go. Work through that second third, right through the belly. Keep that foot up. And then we'll take it right up next to the pelvis. And good. All right, so we foam roll adductors. Now, let's get on the mat. We're going to work through the rib cage again. Knees together, toes together, heels apart. Create space through the ribs and the hips. So you can see how I'm walking my shoulders away from there. So just create that space. Knees are touching. So now the adductors are on. They actually anchor the pelvis. I'm not too worried if you have a little space under your low back. That's okay. And your heels are spread 4 or 5 inches apart. Fingertips together. And just reach overhead so that if you had a baseball cap on, your hands would be right on top of it. So your hands are not touching the ground. They're about 6 or 8 inches from the ground. From right here, walk your shoulders away from your hips. And we're going to go 3 big breaths. Expand the rib cage 360 degrees with your breath. Here we go. And good. So creating that space between the ribs and the hips is what's giving us decompression. So staying on one knee, onto the right knee, left knee out. We call this 90-90. 90 degrees in the back, front knee, 90 degrees in the back knee. Pull the ribs off the hips, up through the head, stack the ears over the shoulders, push the hips back, come right back up. We're just going to work that little bit of hip hinge, 2, hip hinge, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go for 10 today, so be really patient. 6, 7, 8, 9. Chest up, and 10. And you can see that I'm moving in one piece, so the upper body is holding stability through the spine. 90-90 half kneeling, and just push that back. Keep the chest and eyes up. 1, 2, gentle tug on that lead hamstring. 3, we're not looking for a big stretch. We're just looking for a gentle tug. 4, 5, 6, 7, gentle tug. Don't exceed tissue tolerance. Don't try to go to end range. Just work through it. And that's 10. Good. Let's take it up into a standing position. And again, we'll work into that hinge. We're going to grab the ground a little bit. My hamstrings are just a little bit tight, so I'm going to use a prop. I'm not too worried about this at all. It just tells me that I've had a good weekend. Pull the ribs off the hips, head over shoulders, little tip forward, work your hip hinge, reach the hands to the ground, come straight back up. That hinge, you guys, we have to restore that movement day after day after day. Nice big breath, hip hinge. 2, never want to lose that. 3, we got 10. 4, hips way behind your heels. 5, 6, 7, 8, chest up, 9, and 10. Okay, good. From right here, we're going to take your right foot behind your left. That immediately puts stress on the lateral line on the right side. So we've got right hip loading, and this movement is called a shift. So we're going to shift to the right, and then we're adding the lat. This is very similar to what we did from happy hips when we were laying down. Let's go left hand on the hips, and just a nice little side body loading. 2, big reach and tension in the right fingertips. 4, get tall. 5, we got 10. 6, 7, 8. This is really good for me. 9 and 10. What you need to know is what's good for you. So when you first step into left leg behind the right, you want to be able to shift to the left. So I can feel that little bit of tension in the TFL, maybe even a little bit for me in QL, but I'm not worried about that. QL is a little muscle in the low back. And I know that I just need to be able to shift about that much. I shouldn't be able to shift much more than that. Take this left arm up, add the lat, get through the obliques, all of it. 3, 4, 5, pull the ribs off the hips, killer posture. 7, 8. Posture is a huge part of the training that I do with endurance athletes. Your ability to breathe well really starts with your ability to hold your body up against gravity and ground. So it's a huge component of the training, your ability to just hold your body up, strong. That is the essence of the core training as well. Core training doesn't happen horizontal in a bunch of planks. We use planks a little bit, but not much. Most of the training we do to establish lift and posture for sport is done from that same position. We use different positions, but a low percentage of the time. Push the hips back, work that hinge. 1, going right back to it. We got 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Usually we're doing 5 to 8. I know that it's 10 is long, but you're an endurance athlete. Come on. What's 10? All right, good. All right, next one we're gonna go, let's go back down onto half kneeling. If you hate that position, you can definitely do this from a standing position. We've got right knee down. Everybody go right knee down. We're gonna go right arm, right down the midline. Keeping the eyes on the right arm, I want you to open up the left side. Keeping the left knee, little bit of tension towards the midline. Nice and strong. Couple of deep breaths. And then we take it all back to the middle. Change sides, right knee in front. Soon as we put that left arm, see that little turn? Left arm to the middle. This right knee, we want it staying, a little bit of tension to the midline. So right here, eyes down the road, back arm to the back. Get into this very skinny, slim position. Pull that right arm back, and 2 big breaths. And good. Let's go one more time each side. So right leg down, left leg up. Turn to the left, right arm up, and left arm back. And just hold that nice and strong. Head straight. My bad with the head position. 2 big breaths, and come back, and we'll go one more on the other side. Right leg up, turn to the right, left arm up, left shoulder back. 2 big breaths. And good. All right, so let's take it, grab your foam roller, and we're going to do a head wrap. Let's take the hips into internal rotation. So we know we're there because you can see my feet outside of my knees. That's putting my hips into internal rotation. And we're just gonna take that foam roller all the way around the head. 2, and you wanna move. 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna take this one to 8, 7, and 8, and leave that lower body right where it is. We'll go the other way. 1, turn. So when the foam roller's over here, make sure your chest is also facing that way. 2, 3, 4. Want to release that thoracic spine. 5, 6. You know, I don't often get involved, 7, with people and the way they move unless they ask me to. But sometimes I just have to get involved. So this weekend, this friend of mine had back surgery at the golf course, and he was walking like this. And I was like, you need to start moving through your thoracic spine. And you think about it, this is really beautiful movement, right? There's this turn that happens very natural in gait that we want to always constantly create space for. It doesn't mean you have to live there. A, you should understand it, and B, you should be committed to having optimal movement, optimal human movement. Okay, let's go right leg behind left. Float your back heel. We're going to work that same hinge we did from the half kneeling position. So we're just going right here and back up. Back down. 2. Hip hinge. 3. We're just going to do 8 of these. 4. So it's not a bow, it's a hinge, and my chest happens to go down. Okay? And good. All right, same thing other side. Float your back heel, pull the ribs off the hips. Woo. Work the hinge. Little bit of tugging on that lead hamstring. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we'll add a little bit of a reach and a rotate. So let's go left leg in front. We're going to keep the center of the body right down the middle. So there's no side bend. We're going to rotate and reach and hinge. Okay? So rotate, right hip to the midline, right hand down the middle. 2, 3, hinge. 4, 5, 6. See how you can see my chest a little bit? Make sure you're turning. And good. And if you're doing that well, you should feel that in your lateral hip of your lead leg. So stay up nice and tall. First move is going to be that hip hinge and rotate. And then we add the arm. And you can see my chest here. Okay, we've got a nice tugging on the right hip. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're going to take a second here and we're going to foam roll the glutes. So we foam rolled the adductor and we're going to take a second, get down on the ground, have a seat on the foam roller. And we're going to finish with this one. So we're going left ankle on right hip. And that immediately gives me a little bit of tension in that left hip. We're just going to take it nice and easy. We can have stopping places along the way. And we just want to work through that tissue. And when we give that tissue pressure like this gives us the opportunity to hydrate more tissue. This should open up the tissue if we do it gently. If you foam roll and you're getting a big pain response, you're going to have less chance to hydrate because that tissue is going to retreat. So use the arm. Don't seek out pain. If something hurts too much, don't push on it. Don't poke the bear. All right? So just stay around. If you've got nice, dull, achy tissue, that's tissue that's on its way to recovering, and that's what we want. The whole essence of training is to break things so they come back stronger. Okay, right foot on left knee, opens up the hip, and then let's just take a second and work through that tissue. Nice and easy. Unweight the body. Know the difference between pain and dull ache. Know the difference between a zinger or something that's spicy and something that feels productive. So when we do the foam rolling, we definitely don't want to seek out a pain response. Think about it. If somebody grabbed you by the hair and pulled really hard, what would you do? Would you relax and say, oh yeah, give me some nice hydration? Or would you go, eek, stop doing that, that hurts, right? Pain response is something to be listened to. All right, let's go ahead, and I just can't not do this. Let's just finish with a little bit of upper back. Hands behind the head to support the neck. Get that chest and upper back open. 2, 3, we'll just hit 5 of these. 4, a little toggle. 1 more. And 5. All right, you guys. Mobility Monday. Pelvic position last week. A little bit more about thoracic mobility and how we can use the breath. We definitely go deeper on this stuff when you become one of my athletes. I'd love to have you join the ECFIT community. Mobility, strength, movement, support, ongoing, different stuff, same stuff. It all just kind of rotates. The bottom line is my athletes do well. They stay healthy and progress through time. So if you want to join me, put some notes in the comments or just shoot me an email. Take care, everybody. Thanks for coming on Monday.